Welcome back to the Commercial Real Estate Show. Today we're talking about retail and retail real estate. I'm Michael Bull. Thanks for being with us. Our guest today is Scott Prigge. He is Senior VP with National Property Operations with Regency Centers. Scott, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And one of the things I see on your bio that you handle for across the country is specialty leasing. So for our listeners and viewers who are maybe not in retail real estate, what is specialty leasing and how do you use it to grow NOI?
Well, with today our occupancy for our entire portfolio is close to 95, 96%. So we have to find other ways to help grow NOI, and we do that through our specialty leasing program, which really tries to look for either temporary tenants or different uses within the common area that not only will enhance the shopper experience and the overall sense of place within that center, but it also generate a good deal of money. We found a lot of pop-up stores, online retailers that are looking for weekend physical spaces. We're doing things with a lot of cell users on rooftops, which is pretty exciting. You can't see it from the ground, but yet it generates a lot of ancillary income.
And that's more permanent, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a balance of finding those temporary things that maybe enhance the experiential nature of the center versus those permanent ones that continue to have recurring revenue.
And are the tenants pretty happy with that usually?
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do is being really creative. And if we're finding a pretty interesting online retailer that wants to have 3 or 4 days with a permanent store, that's enhancing everybody, not only the tenants and the consumers alike, but we're finding that these guys through social media, digital media, are doing a great job promoting themselves. So that's just bringing additional foot traffic to the center.
Yeah. So in the old days, you think of specialty leasing for a center might be a carnival in the parking lot, right? But now you've got these high-tech I think of a lot of people selling the phones and the high-tech gadgets and the things that, and like you said, if they can bring in people to the center through social media and technology, then they're just adding more traffic for your inline tenants, right?
Absolutely. And we're also finding that advertisers and brands are finding the benefit of being in shopping centers. So they're going out there with experiential tours of whether it's a new product or an item that they want to push. They go out there and do a 10-city tour, and if you're within a college town, they might pick your center to do one of these tours. So it's pretty interesting.
So it's a great way to test a product and test a market, right? Now, does some of those tenants become more permanent tenants?
Absolutely. I think we've had a number of instances where we've done a temporary tenant. They've done so well that they want a permanent location. So we've got a couple of kind of specialty grocers that we've done that with up in the Carolinas, and it's been a great ad for us.
Good. Well, I'll have to give me a little booth and I can sell commercial real estate right
Perfect,
there, right,
perfect.
right in front of the grocery store or something, right? Well, talking about tenants, what tenants and are active right now? Who's out looking and who's expanding out there?
We're seeing specialty grocers are active in every market we're working with. In addition, hyper-local restaurants, those restaurants that really understand the local community and are focused on local products. And what we're also finding is consumers, they want to eat healthier and they also want to live healthier. So right now, fitness concepts are extremely hot. And along those same lines, as people want to take better care of themselves, they want to take better care of their pets. So both national and local pet stores are extremely hot right now. And then we're also seeing the kind of the melding of both online and bricks and mortar retailers. Bricks and mortar tenants are really beefing up their online presence, and we're also seeing traditional online retailers like Warby Parker open physical locations.
Wow. And what other online companies are opening brick and mortar?
I think what these retailers are looking at is it's not necessarily choosing between online or bricks and mortar, but they're looking at it as different distribution channels. Mm-hmm. And like Warby Parker, they're seeing a boost in sales in the markets where they have a physical location. People are coming in, trying on the sunglasses, touching them, feeling them, and then going back home and ordering them online. So I think most of them now are looking at some form of a physical location.
Yeah, it makes sense. And One of the things that we're seeing in the marketplace is some of these tenants may have come in some of these centers when rents were really low. Maybe they came in the recession. Now it's coming up, their lease is over. They're looking for a new location, or they're renewing leases. Are you getting any sticker shock from some of these tenants who didn't realize that rents where they are today? And
yeah, I think it's challenging. With a low retail supply, rents are definitely getting higher in most markets. Mm-hmm. And we're finding that tenants really have to alter and change how they're doing business. The way they did business even 2 years ago is no longer sustainable. With social media and promotions, they're having to spend more to get that foot traffic through the door. And we're doing our part to try and help them with that, but it's definitely a change for them.
Right. And of the tenants that you are renewing that maybe were on some lower rents, are you able to keep a lot of these tenants, or some of them just getting the shock and moving on to a lesser quality center somewhere?
Our average renewal rate is around 80% right now.
Oh.
So most of these tenants that they're doing well, and they understand the market dynamics, and they want to be around the best in class tenants. So
Right.
if we continue to have those tenants and the best grocers in those markets, they're going to renew with us.
Right. Yeah, and that's important. I mean, we see that with some of the tenants that we're repping. If you want to get cost conscious, well, you might end up in a center where you don't do well.
Exactly right.
And if you're in a center like you guys are running, where you're helping bring in traffic, and you're doing the social media, and you're doing the technology, and you're doing things that attract the traffic, then you're going to do well. You can pay a higher rent, right?
Absolutely. And I think that's kind of part of the changing retail dynamic today. Is as a landlord, our job is just not to bring somebody in the center, but really create an experience for them once they get out of the car.
Right.
Today everybody could shop from their couch on the internet, but it's the landlord and the retailer's responsibilities to get them off that couch.
Got to get them in. Scott, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, stay tuned. We'll have more on retail and retail real estate.
The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty Commercial Advisors, a great place to do business. Visit bullrealty.com. RealNex, a comprehensive and powerful suite of commercial real estate tools at an incredibly low price. Visit realnex.com. That's REALNEX. Xceligent, the resource professionals use for commercial real estate information. Visit xceligent.com. That's XCELIGENT. Commercial Search, the source to market and source available properties for sale or lease. Visit commercialsearch.com. For more information on these great companies, or for additional videos, podcasts, or articles, visit CREshow.com.